What's going on, guys? I'm Chrissy Whispers, and today I want to talk about ultra premium collections in Pokemon.
As I'm editing this video, I've realized I had made a couple of mistakes. The Arceus UPC's got 15 packs in it, while the Terapagos UPC is going to have 18 packs in it. So I just wanted to cut in, rectify my mistake. Now, let's get back to the video.
We have the Terapagos and the Greninja ultra premium collections coming out, announced by the Pokemon Center, and they're, from what I understand, the Terapagos is 119.99 like the other UPCs in the past, and it is believed that the Greninja UPC is going to be about the same price. I want to talk about if I think they're worth buying or even investing in. I'm going to compare them to some older UPCs, and I'm going to talk about some of the things that I look for in really any product before I decide whether or not I want to buy some of it. So I'm just going to talk about these new UPCs, and we're going to see where my head's at with this. So the first thing that I already kind of said, all of the UPCs that I'm going to be talking about tonight are all came out at 119.99. I believe the Celebrations UPC was also 119.99, but I was just getting into the hobby a little after that, so I don't want to say for sure. I read that they were 119.99. What are you actually getting in these UPCs? Well, other than the Celebrations UPC, you're getting 16 packs in each. So just the simple math of 120 divided by 16 comes out to like $7.50 a pack. That's a lot of money per pack. So now you want to start looking for what's in these UPCs that maybe you don't want, that you could sell and get your price per packs down. So we're going to start with Celebrations. What do you get in the Celebrations UPC? You get 8 packs Sword and Shield. From what I understand, it's Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze, and Chilling Reign. And then you're going to get 17 4-card packs of Celebrations. You're also going to get, I believe, 2 gold cards. I believe the Pokeball and the Gold Pikachu promo cards. And you're going to get the Metal Pikachu and the Metal Charizard. So other than the packs, you're getting good value from the Celebrations UPC. The next UPC, I don't know which one came first. I probably should have looked it up, but I didn't. We have the Arceus UPC. It was a GameStop exclusive. It came with 16 packs. I believe, yeah, 16 packs, same thing, $7.50 per pack. What comes in it? 2 gold cards, 2 metal cards, 2 metal promo cards, and 16 packs of Sword and Shield spread. Just a spread of Sword and Shield. So $7.50, but it does have some exclusive arts in it, like the Celebrations UPC. There are exclusive cards in both of these that make the high price per pack almost kind of worth it because you're getting value elsewhere in the box. The next UPC is the Charizard UPC. 16 packs, Sword and Shield spread, just different sets. 3 exclusive promos, Charizards. So that has a draw to that UPC. They also, I believe the 25th anniversary UPC has a playmat, but the Arceus and the Charizard UPC also have playmats. And the dice and the poison counters and all that other stuff. Next brings me to the 151 UPC. 16 packs, another specialty set, 3 promos. Mew, Mewtwo, and another metal Mew card, another metal card. And the playmat, exclusive to that UPC. Now I want to look at the Terapagos and the Greninja. I want to talk about the Greninja UPC first. So the Greninja UPC is also going to get a metal card. But from what I understand, the card's really not I don't believe the card itself is exclusive. It's just a regular EX card, and I know you could say, oh well, in the Arceus one, it's just a regular V card. Like one of the Arceus cards is just a regular bulk V card, like that style card. The difference to me is I don't think the Greninja cards really even look good. I don't think they're very appealing promo cards, and you're just gonna get a spread of Scarlet Violet packs. Same thing with the Terapagos packs. Now, I will admit, I don't know what the cards... There's said to be 3 promos, I believe, in the Terapagos. I'm assuming like the Charizard UPC. The problem with the Terapagos UPC, who cares about Terapagos right now? I don't even know who Terapagos is. I don't never even heard of Terapagos. Assuming it's a new Pokemon. When I looked at the box, my actual first thought was, what the fuck is that? Um, it's not a nice looking box by any means, and I'm not saying that the box has to be a nice looking box, but if you're a sealed collector, you kind of look for things that you either like or look nice. I don't think the Terapagos box even looks nice. There's nothing really exclusive about these new UPCs other than the playmats, I guess. I think based on the additional value that you're getting or supposedly getting from these UPCs, the Greninja, I'm not seeing it. I'm not really seeing any additional value other than the packs. And right now, the packs are not worth that. If you can get it for cheaper, maybe. If you like Scarlet and Violet, if you just want to rip some packs, maybe. But to me, there's nothing really exclusive or sexy about either one of these UPCs that kind of makes me want to buy them. And for $7.50 a pack, I'm not. I'm probably not. I'm probably not going to buy either one of these, to be honest. If the promo cards from the Terapagos UPC are nice looking, I'll probably pick those up as singles. But for me, I'm probably going to pass completely on both of them. And I'll probably going to save my money for Surging Sparks coming out next because I already ordered my Stellar Crown stuff. I really just ordered some sleeve blisters. Just that. I didn't order any booster boxes for Stellar Crown. But I'm definitely going to get back to buying booster boxes for Surging Spark. But that's neither here nor there. Point is, the new UPCs coming out, I think are going to be a hard pass. So let me know what you guys think. Anything new has come out since the recording of this video, but to me, it's just not there, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you think down in the comments.